Guys, and welcome to a new series on the channel. So I decided to start up a apartment series. I really was feeling apartments. I was just browsing the internet for some inspiration. I get all my inspiration from either my Instagram or just Google image or all the architectural forums that I'm at. And I just saw these lovely apartments coming by, and I was like, yes, let's build a apartment. So that is what I'm doing right now. It's going to be more of a new apartment, so it's going to look a bit modern from the inside. I'm going to try and decorate all of the apartments in different styles, so that is going to be very fun, of course. This apartment series is going to be with custom content, planning on starting a apartment series without CC as well, but leave your suggestions in the comment section below the video. Would you like to see another series with no CC, or maybe a more classic apartment build? Let me know in the comment section below the video. I really would like to hear your feedback on that. So yeah, here just messing around with the style of the outside, and I went with a wooden panel on the top, and at the bottom I went with some big concrete tiling to make it a little bit industrial, and of course working with these awnings. Those are CC awnings because the in-game awnings are 3 tiles wide, and these ones are 2 tiles wide from Peacemaker IC. You know, I love him. I use all his CC, and they fitted in so nicely on the balconies, so I was very happy with that. So this apartment block has 6 apartments. 6 apartments in this apartment block. So that's not really that much. I mean, we have very large apartment blocks in Rotterdam, where I used to live a few years ago, or well, I think it's already 12 years ago. But there was like those humongous apartment blocks with I don't know how many apartments, but I just wanted to keep it small, so I just went with 3 stories, and it looks so cute, and I don't know, I really like this build. Loving furnishing apartments, by the way, because I love doing tiny builds. I love furnishing tiny rooms. So apartments are of course, oh my gosh, very small and cramped, and I just thought it was so much fun. So this is definitely not going to be my last apartment building series. So yeah, here started with the landscaping, and the landscaping that I'm doing right now is going to disappear entirely. I just thought it looked a little bit over cluttered. It's a apartment. It doesn't need that much landscaping. I wanted to keep it simple and clean, so those plants and flowers on the front are going to disappear again. So yeah, at the back I did wanted to have some play area for the children, some seating area that's also connected to the, how do you say it, the apartment. Maybe if I'm going to do another apartment build, I will maybe use a bigger lot so that I can add a park or something like that. That would be very nice. Yeah, maybe I will do that for the next apartment build. Let me know what you guys think about that. Should I add in a entire park, maybe with a clubhouse, to a apartment build? That would be so awesome. Maybe for the no CC version of a apartment build. So I'm just throwing ideas here that pop up in my mind while watching this video. So yeah, I have to say this is a long video, by the way. You might already seen it. It's 20, 24, 25 minutes long. So it's a long video. Well, it does take me a while to get the exterior just like I wanted to. And of course we are furnishing some apartment, how do you see it? Some apartments. Oh my gosh. We are going to furnish some apartments in this episode as well, which I'm very excited to let you guys see because it's so fun making different floor plans for every apartment. I didn't want them to be the same floor plan on the inside. Of course, you have apartments that does have that different or the same floor plans all over, but in this apartment, the renters or the owners of the apartment were allowed to choose their own floor plan. So that's very nice, of course. And of course, that's very diverse. And I just thought it was a lot of fun to do. So adding in those fountains on the front to make it look a bit more grand and luxurious, because these are new apartments. And adding in a fountain. No, I'm not adding in a fountain at the back. I really thought I added in a fountain there, but I'm not doing that. Maybe I will do that later, because a fountain does sound nice at the back of the apartment block. So this is the first apartment that I'm doing. So I'm just going to be messing around with the floor plan here. I really wanted a 2-bedroom apartment here. So there is a master bedroom and of course a children's bedroom. By the way, using a lot of the stuff packs. You know me, I love my stuff packs, I love my CC, and I usually combine them. I can't help it. So yeah, there is going to be, I think, every stuff pack there is again in this build. I know it's annoying for some people, because I understand that not everyone can own all of the stuff pack. They are very expensive. I usually get all these packs from my husband for either my birthday or Valentine's Day or something like that. He always gives me pay safe cards, so that I always can buy a pack when it comes out. For myself. So that's how he gives me. He doesn't give me flowers or chocolate or things like that. I get pay safe cards, and I have to say I'm very happy with that, because I do buy a lot of things on the Origin shop. I love going through the sales and picking up old games and things like that. So I'm always very happy with the pay safe cards, because that's the way that we need to pay here in Belgium. Of course, you can use credit cards and things like that, but I don't own a credit card, so that's that's not a option for me. So yeah, you're playing around with the walls, like you can see. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I was just looking at it. I have to say I did get the wall glitch in this save. I'm getting it in all my saves, by the way. It happened after the new update that we've gotten with the kid stuff pack. Some patterned walls disappear in my game, which is annoying, because I need to go into build mode, need to place the walls again, and then I need to undo it. And then you get back your wallpaper and things like that, and you won't lose any money. So that's not a problem. But if you are playing and you are maybe going out to the disco or out to a pub, and you come back again, those walls will disappear again. And yeah, it's annoying, and some patterns have it and some doesn't. So I have it with some get together wall patterns. So the brick walls, some of the brick walls disappear. I have it with some of the children's room patterns wallpaper, and these are all base game wallpapers, I have to say. And I have it with some CC wallpapers as well. And I've checked this. I've removed my entire mods folder. I've repaired my game. I even went so far as reinstalling, opening new saves and things like that. I can't get rid of it. So I really do think it's a problem from the Sims or Max's side, and not a problem from my game. So yeah, I don't know if you have that problem and you fixed it. Please let me know, because this is a glitch that is driving me insane. You have no idea. I can. It really it's annoying because the wallpapers that glitch out are my favorite wallpapers. So I can't use them anymore, and yeah, it just drives me nuts. So yeah, here I'm doing the master bedroom, and for this apartment, I don't know if you already seen it. I went with the color code red, white, and black and gray. Just because I was feeling that color that day. I feel colors sometimes. I feel blue, sometimes I feel purple, and sometimes I even feel rainbow colors. But today it was red, so that's why I went with a overall red theme of this apartment block. No, not block, just apartment, I think it is. So yeah, here of course a kitchen table, and it's also the dining room, of course, because it's that small. You cannot add in a formal dining room. You really need to combine it with the kitchen. I am going to test everything before I upload it to the gallery, by the way. So I'm going to fully test everything if it's functional, because it's so small. Some items I have some doubts that it will work. So I'm going to test it, especially the void critter stations that I'm going to be placing, because those do need a lot of room to function. But of course, so it's all going to be tested before upload. Almost finished with the kitchen, trying to decide which color I'm using. So these kitchen cabinets are base game, and the upper cabinets are from the Cool Kitchen stuff pack. Oh, this is the bathroom. So I forget to place a toilet, by the way. So I adjust this off camera, so you won't see me placing a toilet on camera. I don't think I'm doing that on camera. Or maybe I do. I'm not sure, but I did forget to place it at this point, and I just thought about it when I was doing the other apartment. So yeah, you're placing some mats when you get out of the shower, so that not everything is, how do you say that, wet. Oh my gosh, Mona, words are so, yeah, just words. So yeah, you're playing around with the color. So it's a kids bedroom. So yay, I did something different. I didn't went with the standard girls room, and I wanted to give it a beautiful colored blue. So I'm just going through all the blues, and I decided with this soft blue color. I really like it. It's really calming and soothing. So yeah, and of course I went with the Transformer theme, or the robot theme for the room, and of course lots of void critter accessories, or wall art, posters, things like that. And this room is going to have a void critter station, of course. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I might go and play this apartment as well, or I'm going to place it in one of my let's plays, maybe in my 100 baby challenge, and some of the eligible bachelors are going to live here or something like that. I don't know, because it's a fun apartment, and it's such a shame to not use it in game. I really wished we could use it functionally. Of course, you can assign a apartment block or a apartment wing to every sim, so you can lock the doors and things like that. But if you want families to live there, you can only have up to 8 sims in your household, so you can't have complete families in the apartment, which is a shame. I wish you could add non-playable sims in the apartment, or NPCs, or how do you call them in English? Just sims that I don't control and don't have in my household. That would be awesome. So yeah, making a seating area on the balcony, of course. I wanted to add a chess table, and I think I add a chess table on another I think in the apartment next door there is a chess table. So I didn't really know how I wanted to place everything, because I did want it to be usable. So I didn't place a lot of stuff on the balcony, because they are quite cramped. Of course, a seating area at the kitchen side as well, so they can eat their breakfast on the balcony and just look at the surroundings. Of course, now they are looking at a street, so I don't know how much fun that is, but hey, if you place it somewhere, maybe in Windenburg on the island, they can overlook the ocean or something like that. So started with the second apartment, and this one is going to be a student apartment. So all the apartment rooms are going to be very diverse and catered to several personalities and, of course, budgets. But the overall common room or the kitchen and the living room are going to be very basic and cheap. So there is going to be living here 2 guys, 1 girl, one very snooty, a bit snobbish rich girl is living in one of these bedrooms, and there is 1 guy's bedroom who doesn't have a lot of money, so it's a very cheap bedroom. And there is 1 boy's bedroom which is a little bit more luxurious, and I was really having a foreign exchange student in my mind when I was building a little bit more luxurious bedroom. So of course the kitchen really basic, really cheap, because it's a standard kitchen which the renter placed. So all of those Sims that are going to live here rent the rooms from a landlord or something like that. I know, I just thought it was fun to give it a little of a backstory. The apartments, it just makes it much more fun to build. So here, playing around with the living room, it's so really tiny that it was hard to place enough seating area, because you do want all the Sims to have a place to sit. So yeah, I went with this little layout. Of course, a cheap television, yeah, and some cheap looking plants and things like that, and of course some artwork that looked a little bit more younger. So some really weird slogans are on those paintings and things like that. So yeah, this was a really fun apartment to do. I really enjoyed myself doing this apartment. So for the other apartments are going to be, of course, built in different themes with different stories. So it's going to be very fun building the other rooms. So here I go back into the other apartment and place everything that I forgotten to do. I don't know, I just was so very excited to start the other apartment because I already had the story in my mind for that apartment. So I forgot to finish off this one. So yeah, a table and just some artwork in the hallway to make it look a little bit more decorated. So yeah, you're just trying to make it look a little bit more lived in. Yeah, so a chalkboard for in the kitchen, where they are going to add all the chores, so that they need to alternate between cleaning the apartment. Some days they need, of course, they're going to alternate between cleaning the bathroom. I think that's the most annoying thing to do. I hate cleaning up the bathroom where other people have used it. I'm a bit, how do you say that? Germphobic or something like that. Yeah. Even in public bathrooms, I will not touch the toilet. I will not touch it, the toilet handle. So the door, oh my gosh. So the door, I always use my elbow to open the door, which my husband thinks is really weird. He always has this really funny look when he sees me going into a public toilet, but I just can't. I can't touch the doorknob. I just can't. So I always use my elbow to do it. Yeah, I know. I'm really weird and a little bit I don't know, germ phobia or something like that. So here started with the yeah, with the rich girl's bedroom. So as you can see, very girly, very pink. Of course, it's some very hip and modern artwork. A dresser, of course, so because she does want to plan her outfits. I did push it into the wall just a little bit so that she had a little bit more room to navigate and walk through the bedroom. So yeah, and of course placing curtains to have some privacy. That's very important living in a apartment, especially a ground floor apartment, because people are going to walk past your window. So curtains were necessary for some privacy. So yeah, just adding some clutter on that dresser, and yeah, I think almost finished with that second bedroom. So the first bedroom, I hadn't told you something about that. So that is the bedroom of the more poor student. Do you say poor? So he just didn't have enough money. He can barely pay for his education. So he has just the basics. So this is the bedroom that I had the foreign exchange student in mind. I don't know why I was thinking about that. But that's just, I think I'm going to have a foreign exchange student living here if I'm going to play it. So I just went with more of a greenish overtones. Yeah, I had a African exchange student in my mind. Maybe it reminds me a lot of my stepfather. My stepfather is from Africa. So I was maybe thinking about him a little bit when I was decorating this room. So of course a computer here because he's very focused. He really wants to finish his education with the highest points possible. Oh my gosh, it would be amazing if we had universities in the game. Oh, that would be so awesome. Sometimes I really miss The Sims 3. To be honest, I didn't play The Sims 3 that much because it glitches out my computer, I mean my old computer. I haven't played it on my new computer, by the way. But on my old computer, I just couldn't load it. And Iceland Paradise, was it Iceland Paradise? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. That was just a living hell. If I would load that, my game crashed. So I did uninstall that. I didn't use that expansion, which is a shame because that was a beautiful world. But I do miss all of the expansion packs in The Sims 3. But of course, we are only 2 years in. So there is much time for more expansions, toddlers, by the way. So I'm still hoping and dreaming for more items to come. But until that time, I am very satisfied with all my custom content. So yeah, here doing all the lightings, and we are almost finished with this build. So let me know what you guys think of this apartment build. Do you like it? Don't maybe not so much. You can leave it all in the comment section below the video. So yeah, I hope that you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.